Okay, this is Mr. Martin again, and this is part 2 of the video notes for Geometry Honors, section 4.4. Sorry to make another video for this, but I didn't want the video to go over 15 minutes. Sometimes there's trouble when we upload them to YouTube. But anyway, um, we're going back and looking at this example. So we've got PA congruent to PB, that's given. And I've got QA congruent to QB, and that's also given. So let's take a look what this looks like in the picture. PA and PB. So you notice that P is equidistant. This tells me that P is equidistant from A and B. Okay, or from the endpoints of AB. And I've got QA and QB, so that means that Q is equidistant from A and B. So I've got 2 points. This tells me that I have 2 points equidistant from the endpoints of AB. Okay, so these are just some things to clarify. So our theorem up here says if I have 2 points that are equidistant from the endpoints of the same segment, then the line going through those 2 points, this line that goes through those 2 points, that goes through P and Q, that line has to be the perpendicular bisector. So I have everything that I need to show in step 3 that PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. If 2 points are equidistant from the endpoints of a segment, then the 2 points determine the perpendicular bisector of that segment. Again, I know it's a long theorem, but definitely a lot shorter than doing a 15-step proof to do this. Okay, so if you're having any trouble at all with this example, make sure that you ask me either in class or come see me outside of class or come see me in the morning before school starts. Um, just understanding that the congruent segments in this proof tell me that I have points that are equidistant, and since I have 2 points equidistant from the endpoints of the same segment, means that the line going through those 2 points is the perpendicular bisector. Very, very important. Okay, so moving on to example 2, this is going to use our other theorem. So now we know that line HG is the perpendicular bisector of segment FS. So this is the perpendicular bisector of FS. So is point H on that perpendicular bisector? Yes, it's on that. So, and I have a theorem that says, well, if there's a point that's on the perpendicular bisector, then it has to be equidistant from the endpoints of the segment that it's perpendicularly bisecting. So that means that this segment has to be congruent to this segment, which is what we want to prove. So HF is congruent to HS. This was given. And this is our other theorem. If a point lies on the perpendicular bisector of a segment, then it is equidistant from the endpoints of the segment. Okay, and remember, equidistant from the endpoints, that means we have congruent segments, which we have over here. All right, so Again, we've got a 3-step proof and a 2-step proof instead of a 15-step proof and a 7 or 8-step proof. So really important concepts. Make sure you get help if you need to. If you have some immediate questions, write those down on these notes and make sure that you ask me when you see me in class. We'll see you next time.